from Tampa Bay streaming news leader. This is ABC Action News.
I'm Dee O'Reilly. Greg D will have a full look at your forecast coming up in just a minute. But first, I want to get to your ABC Action News headlines. Governor DeSantis is making his first statement since rioting and looting broke out in our state over the weekend. He released his statement saying in part, quote, George Floyd's murder was appalling and the Minnesota perpetrators need to be brought to justice, but this cannot be used as a pretext for violence in our Florida communities. We're expecting more protesters in downtown Tampa today, but if it's anything like last night, it should stay peaceful. Yesterday, the crowd left only a few minutes after the city-mandated curfew went into effect. More than 100 people stood in front of a line of police officers outside TPD headquarters. A barricade separated the two groups. And while a couple of the protesters at times got heated, the situation never escalated into anything violent. Meanwhile, breaking in Sarasota, a police officer is now under internal investigation after new video reportedly shows him using excessive force on a suspect. The department says the incident happened back in May. According to the police report, the officer put his knee on a suspect's head and neck while making an arrest. The chief calls the video disturbing and has placed the officer on leave. Well, take a look at this video out of Venice in Sarasota County. You can see what appears to be a tornado late yesterday evening moving through Well Field Sports Complex. Thankfully, we didn't hear of any injuries. But here's some video moments after the storm. You can see debris scattered all over the ball fields. There's a roof of some sort of shelter or building that we spotted on a football field as well. Evictions in Florida now suspended through July 1st. Just hours before the governor's executive order was set to expire, he extended it. The coronavirus pandemic is causing historic unemployment in Florida and around the country. Clerks of courts in some counties stopped processing eviction filings after the governor's order, but others didn't. That means once the suspension is lifted on July 1st, hundreds of renters here in Tampa Bay could be served eviction orders and end up homeless in a matter of days. I want to check in now with Greg D for a look at our forecast on this Tuesday.
A little cooler today. The showers and thunderstorms widely scattered like we typically see on a June afternoon, but they could come a little earlier, and that may keep our temperature from hitting 90 degrees in many towns this afternoon. Also, a pretty strong east breeze that will increase at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. That's going to draw in some slightly cooler Atlantic air, making it feel a little bit better, especially east of I-75. Rain coverage, 40% overall, though there are some hours in the afternoon where, especially around Tampa, the rain coverage could be as high as 60%. We are watching the tropics with a system down in the Gulf. You can get the latest updates on that by checking out the ABC Action News app right now. Dia?
All right, thank you, Greg. You can now get news 24 hours a day on our free streaming news channel. Just download the ABC Action News app on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV.